Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you find yourself in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, this has been a weird way of starting a stream again. But anyway, for some reason, I started it and it went into a private mode. And nobody could see me. Hello, Rob. I'm glad you made it, especially you, but you know why. Right. Hello, Peter. Gentlemen, I'm just going to wait a wee while until we get a little bit more viewers on board, so I don't have to repeat things too many times. So I think we need to wait at least about 3 minutes or so just to get the viewers up. Hello, Fort. Gents, I did this test flight a couple of minutes ago, and then the real world interfered with me dramatically in the form of my lovely wife. And then I decided, well, I'm going to do it again, and this time I'm going to drag you guys along. But I've noticed something, and I've been picking up on it on Facebook, especially in some of the groups where the people are frustrated with weather. So I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about this active sky story, because even Uncle John, I've seen it in his streams as him and I do our testing together. And I've explained it to him also now beforehand, so he's aware of the pitfalls of active sky and explain. It's kind of silly, it's really stupid. I didn't notice it. In my previous flight, I actually took off already, and I was like 5,000 foot AGL, passing around about 10,000 feet, because we're about 5,000 feet here where we are in Albuquerque. And I noticed that I was still showing 25 degrees Celsius, but it was in icing conditions. Now, how do you bring those two together? It's funny. And so I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to use this opportunity to just talk a little bit about this active sky thing as well, because I think it's biting a lot of people and they don't know where it comes from, why, and how to fix it. So we're going to talk about that as well. Hello, Alex. Oh, we're having a great day so far, man. Right. Okay, I see we've up to about 13 people already. Hello, Dumper. I see you've joined us here on Discord. You're welcome anytime, man. Don't be shy. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to repeat it once or twice, but we might as well start now. Then you guys get the early worm, so to speak. Right. First of all, I just want to mention to you guys that there was a bit of an issue with last night's stream, okay? So I took it offline and I don't feel like putting it back up. We've resolved all the issues, all the parties involved have basically shaken hands, all agreed it's okay, and you know, we didn't divulge too much, you know, security and secret stuff. but I'm still going to keep it off. So I'm going to start fresh tonight. So for those of you that know about last night's stream, forget about it. Those of you that don't know, don't care, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so the previous stream was for 7A. The 7B one falls away, and now we're on 7C. And what has transpired in the interim is that Zibo has now added new response curves, or yoke curves, whatever you want to call it. You can see the changelog in the description. Let me actually put it in there. So by doing so, this is my understanding, and I hope I'm conveying the message correctly. By him introducing a curve himself, we should use the linear setting in our curves in X-plane, because his input curve will take care of what we did in 7A. Alright, so I hope you guys understand that. I'm going to quickly copy this, and then I'm going to paste it in here as the change log. But that's in essence where everything culminated to. Okay, so where's the pin message? Alright, so forget any and everything that was previously said. Nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine and it's perfectly valid. Okay, but because of the changes in the code, alright, to get the Twixter flight model and the Zibo code working together, we're going to use the linear curve, and I'm going to show it to you now. And then we're going to use the new coded curve, which we can't see. Okay, so there are plans moving forward with this, which is not important right now, and Twixter and Zibo are working together as always to make these plans come to fruition. Okay, I hope I said it correctly. So take it as this: it's testing stages, it's fresh, it's new. And at this moment in time, this is now the status quo. This is where we at. Okay, so I'm going to quickly check all my settings and show you quickly. So when we go to our curves now, I'm going to go to linear, and I'm just going to drop that extra little ball in the middle. I'm just going to apply. And by doing this, like I said, we are now going to allow the Zibo code and the Twixter FM to merge, where the two are going to do what they need to do behind the scenes. As easy as that. Okay, hope it makes sense. That's it. As easy as that. Any questions? Good evening, Rob. All right, okay. So that's taken care of. Now the sensitivity needs to be all on the left. So if you go to your control sensitivity, all the balls need to be on the left. Okay, so Twixter developed the flight model specifically this way. Alright, so in the install guide, I'm going to have to change all my pictures and everything and make it look like this now. Alright, so when I get time somewhere over the holidays, I'll update the install guide. So all the balls this way to satisfy Twixter's needs, and all the response curves linear to make the marriage happen between what Twixter does and what Zibo does. Okay, so I hope that's plain enough. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's go see what happens. Twixter, Zibo, I know you guys are going to watch this, so I hope I explained it sufficiently enough in enough words to make sense. Let's get going. Right, so let's put this thing on screen. Hello, Hero Texan. There you go. There is our flight plan. So we are down at the bottom here. We're going to fly uphill. Hey. Going to fly uphill a little bit. Welcome to the new subscriber. Right. Let me just see if Uncle John is back. Uncle John, are you back?
No, sir. I've done what I said I was going to do. I've gone back to the previous.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Right. I literally just flew this route a few minutes ago. So the Zibo should remember a lot of the information. And I see we're still on the same flight levels and all. This is nice. Right. Just want to quickly double check those frequencies. 5, yeah, 100%. Right, my learning is starting. Right, Uncle John, I'm going to obviously keep an eye now on everything that happened, you know, as we progress here, and then we can tell Zibo if mine starts jumping too. It was funny. Uncle John's Zibo mod started jumping, and it had like a rhythm. You know, you could measure the up and the down like a metronome. You know, it was going up and down and up and down like crazy. So while this is loading, let's quickly talk about this active sky thing that I was telling you earlier about. So I presume a lot of you guys are using active sky. Now, I just want to share my knowledge with you that I think a lot of people have missed. So I'm going to get this thing on screen quickly. Okay. So in the old days, I mean, I've been using active sky since FSX days. I can't recall if it was available in FS9. If it was, I definitely had it. So that's how far back I have been using active sky. Some of you obviously know I've switched over mostly to XEnviro now, but when we're flying in the beta X-plane, XEnviro doesn't work, so I need to have the active sky running again. One of the issues that me and Zibo together picked up a long time ago with active sky was the fact that even if it looks grand like this, you've started your X-plane, you've started active sky, there's no guarantee this weather is actually in your X-plane. Okay, so one of the basic tests that he actually introduced to me was to basically just check the local QNH. In this case, now we're talking the altimeter. So we're looking for, my eye can spot it, 3022. See, I can't keep it up there, but there on the right hand side, second line, it says 3022. So one of the things we did while we were testing the RNAV approaches, we realized we were either too high or too low because the QNH was wrong. Okay, so we started doing this. We started going into the actual X-plane map, and then we would go find the airport, look at the details, and then we would see what the actual QNH is. Now mine is obviously now set in hectopascal, so it looks different, but it's supposed to be this 3022. I don't really feel like changing it now just for the demonstration, but you get the idea. Think about, you know, the message I'm trying to convey. Don't worry about the specific numbers. So you need to see on this page what you see over there. And we quickly learned that Active Sky does not, for some reason, automatically update the weather initially. Sometimes we had it where like you're flying an hour or more, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it's synchronized, wow. But that's not the way to really handle the simulator. It's not the way to handle the Zibo. The Zibo is dependent upon the correct barometric pressures and stuff, okay, because it bases calculations on them. So if you've got the wrong calculation, especially on RNAV approaches, you will be too high or too low. Okay, and I've seen in the last couple of weeks a lot of guys complaining about rain at the airports being too high. Those are the two main things I'm picking up, and it always comes back to Active Sky. So the quickest way to fix this, all right, is by going to the debug menu and click on refresh. Okay, so what this will do is it will literally flush the weather and it will update your weather, and by doing so you are virtually guaranteed 100% that you will now have the correct weather, because obviously it's refreshing. It's now going to push what it needs to push. Now, why it doesn't do it in the beginning, I can't tell you. I don't really care. But this is one of the routines that I go through specifically with Active Skies to refresh the weather. First of all, to make sure that when I look at the map, at least, you see it's a bit cloudy and all, when I go outside, it kind of resembles what the map shows. Okay, so that's the one thing. The other thing, like I say, is you check on the map. But then there's a second level, okay, that makes it even more accurate and even more nice to have, which is importing the flight plan into Active Sky. Yes, yeah, you can change that refresh time as well. But even if it's 10 minutes, you run the risk of not having the correct weather in the first 10 minutes. I mean, I have mine set to 15 minutes. I did my whole pre-flight thing. I got in the air and I was climbing through 10,000 feet. And my outside temperature here still showed I was at 25 degrees, but I was in icing conditions. You understand? So that immediately said to me, Active Sky didn't update again. Okay, so here's the next step. The next step is to go to your flight plan, all right? Most of us can type the information in here, and a lot of us have got SimBrief. So in my case, obviously my flight gets dispatched through SimBrief. All I have to do is click on the SimBrief button. It brings everything in, and then I click refresh over there. Right, so first of all, I made sure through the debug that I am connected correctly and that the correct weather is displayed. By putting the flight plan in, I'm making Active Sky realize where I'm at, where I'm going to, what altitudes I'm going to fly, and in theory, it makes the weather more real, okay, more in line with what is predicted and so on. Okay, so by doing this, obviously now also I get my flight plan on the map, and I can safely take this and shove it over to the other screen, and I can give you a letter that we now have. I can give it to you in writing that we now have the right weather. Explain. All right. So there's no rain when there is no rain. Okay. Another thing, sorry, while I'm talking about this, in your options, a lot of guys miss this. All right. Just want to quickly see where it would be. There. Alright, prevent thunderstorms when CB is reported. If you haven't set that to true, you must also go set that to true. Otherwise, you're going to get rain from Active Sky even. So that's just a couple of tips, right? But right now, you should get what the meter says. Okay, so no more too high, too low, no more rain when there shouldn't be rain, and no more other complaints and stuff. But this is unfortunately par for the course. You just got to go through the little routine, click a few buttons, and then you'll have the correct weather and you can operate correctly. So I just thought, you know what, while I had the problem earlier, I might as well just throw that in here and you guys can can see what's spotting. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry, it's long-winded, but it's necessary. Umur, hang tight. Maybe redo your calibration a little bit and go set your curve to linear. I don't have that problem, but then again, I'm also a version of 2 ahead of you. I can virtually guarantee you now, when this version is released, it's going to be yet again a totally different ball game to what you guys have. So just bear with us, okay? We're all working as fast as we can. Okay. Let's go see how far this baby is. Somebody, Umar, somebody was talking to us, Twixter was with us, about something similar. And Twixter has actually compensated. I know that was done in B, the previous version, 7B. So obviously that is addressed specifically, the crosswind takeoff and things like that. So yeah, it should be fixed. Right. Wow, this Denver has got a lot of runways, man. And I'm going to go 235 left. And I think we want this one. There we go. .3020, let's quickly see. You see, that's 1023 we had earlier, so that's a absolutely perfect match. Guys, are you okay? I'm sorry, it's not much of an entertaining, it's more of a learning stream, you know, so I hope you guys are okay. That's interesting. I haven't picked up on that yet, Rob. It's crazy. Computers sometimes, you know. Ah, I see Zibo fixed the trim. Thank you, Zibo. Perfect. I love this. Yeah, super good.
Around the cockpit, the tow's driving up now.
There you go, Peter. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's annoying, especially when you're in my position and you have to test things and then you don't realize, you know, that it's something like that that's influencing your test results, you know, so I'm just glad we figured it out.
All doors and hatches are closed. We're connecting now.
Right. Done. 148 and we are at 5, so that's cool. 1, 2, 3.
Tow's connected and bypass pins inserted. Release the brakes.
Yeah, all yours is Sunny Boy. We'll get there. Alright, so we need a minute before we can start the engines, but we can push already.
Okay, push is commencing. Go ahead and start the engines.
Yeah.
Flight attendants, prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
All right, got everyone strapped in. There's a ring if you need anything.
Go.
Operations complete. Set the brakes. Stand by. We're disconnecting the tow now. Tow's disconnected and bypass pins removed. Signals on the left. Have a good one.
Thank you for the pin. Right, so let's check this. Yeah, it happens. Now, we know that there is an issue with the explain API in the Zibo FMC. But what the problem would be, I reckon it's probably because of the same reason why the AVI will also be different. But if you're using Active Sky, the sure way to fix it is the way I showed you. Only way really is to go through all those motions. Right, so Houston, we have a problem. Zibo, are you watching? We cannot move. The yoke's full forward and it's not going anyway. Not sure that is correct. Goes up, but it doesn't go down. It doesn't go left, but it goes right. Yeah. There is left and right, there is up and there is down. But left and down does not detect, only up and right. I'm telling you, we can fly in circles for a while, eh? With all that fuel on board, man. I'm just waiting for Zibo quick, if he sees my message. There's no point in us flying it. Uncle John?
Yeah, I've same problem even with the previous, so I'm rebuilding again.
Okay. Okay, but you and I are now talking of two different problems.
No.
Yeah, you know, but I'm saying it for the benefit of the viewers. Ah, there he is. Hello, Zibo. Right, Zibo, look at this. Just to show you, linear response, it works both ways. Okay, on the roll, left and right. Linear response up and down works. But look at this, I can turn right and I can pull back, but I cannot turn left and I cannot push forward. I have no authority turning left or pushing forward on the yoke. That code seems broken. So I can't fly unless we do everything on autopilot. We can try that. Okay, I agree, sir. It's a bug, definitely. And guess what? Our first turn is to the left. if we get on autopilot quick enough, we can still fly it. But that's where it's gonna end. Zibo, so I don't suppose I can wait for a fix, eh? Are you gonna make one now, or shall we call it a day and then stream some other time again tomorrow? No, I'm not complaining. I'm looking forward to the flight. Let's see what Zibo says. Okay. I'm just gonna kill my active sky quickly. So active sky is now history. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I believe it's just a small bug, but it is still a bug. Right, Scotsman, where are you? Are you close? Right, how do we tell this thing to give us rain? I want rain. Okay, Zibo, no, that's fine. That's fine. Take your time. I'm going to do this other test quickly and then we'll just have some fun, okay? So when you're ready, it's fine. Eurotex, and I wouldn't even know which keybinds to use. Do you know what the left and right keybind is? I don't even have a cooking clue. I don't know if that's going to produce rain. Scotsman, I want rain. Yes, there we go. Hey, I didn't see that one. I was looking for it. I don't see thunderstorms. Where do you say? Above the clouds, there's a drop-down menu. I don't see thunderstorms. Large cell thunderstorms. There you go. Sorry, I'm blind. Half blind. The big thing is, he's apparently tuned the rain. He wants me to test the rain on the windscreen. I feel like shouting, yay, let's go have a look. Let's see what happens. We all know that it's been a bit yucky. So let's go. Let's just go fly. I'm just going to horse around now, okay? We all know that this thing is broken, so just bear with me. Reaxa, no, I don't have any fix or script or anything for that. Yeah, we can play with that now. Alright, Zibo says he will release this 6.7D fix tonight for us so we can test again, but he's not home, he's on his phone. He's got to go home and then fix it for us. Okay, so it ain't gonna happen right now.
Approaching 0.
The weather is getting worse on the settings. You can change it to static. No, I don't care. I'm not going to fly all the way. All we want to do is literally do the takeoff run now and just see what happens. Remember, this thing turns streaky at some point in time. Okay? So I can already see the raindrops are different. Okay? For those of you that know, it's definitely different already. So let's just go Toga. What happens. Yeah, there it loses it again. So Zibo, there's no left authority. Even the rudders don't go left. Left has been disabled. we can't go left. We cannot turn left. Everything left is gone.
V1. Rotate.
Oh, he says how the wipers move. We must look at how the wipers move. Okay.
Possibly.
Thank you, Zibo. Right, so he's obviously changed the way the wipers move. Zibo, but if you can, try get rid of the streaks here. It looks funny. It's weird. I mean, I'm pretty sure that can't be too difficult to get away from. Let's go. Autopilot, there we go. Yes, I'm testing the autopilot now. I've just gone into the autopilot. No one. Yo. Yes, I was thinking about that. I'm still hoping it isn't though, sorry. Ah, you're right. I can't really say it's bending. It's definitely working, you know, as in turning, but I don't know. It's very streaky. Scotsman, I'm pretty sure if you go and make a mental note of what your wipers is doing right now and you test this one, then you'll see there's a difference. Okay, Tero, I'm gonna quickly repeat what I said earlier. Oh my goodness, look at where this thing is turning. It's not following the magenta line. This thing is totally confused. Okay, so basically what has happened now is Zibo's written some code to marry up the Twixter flight model and his new autopilot code, okay? And for that, you need to set your controllers to linear. Your yoke controller must be linear in the roll and in the pitch. And then Zibo added his own curve for the yoke. Okay, but that's part of the code that's now broken, so unfortunately I can't show you more, but yes, that's where it's moving to, and I can't say too much. I mean, Zibo explained a little bit to me and Twixter explained some more to me, so I've got a fair idea where they're moving to and what they want to achieve, but you know, the marriage just looks a little bit different. Right, Zibo also tweaked the trim. He rewrote the trim completely apparently. So we should have a much better experience with trim. I can imagine I sound bad. With this accent, you mustn't try too many things with this accent. It will scar you for life. Yeah, well, there isn't really any point in going further. I won't be able to land the aircraft. But at least we got to have a look at a couple of things. Zibo, I don't know if there's anything else you want me to look at, but here's what it is. Too close. Ooh, this is a rodeo type. Look at that. Bloemenek. Yo. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it. I'm in the radio mode. Ooh, look, I haven't seen yellow and red on this display ever. Whoop, whoop. That looks different. That looks totally different. Do you guys also see? Look at the reflections. Look at everything else. We've got a new shiny cockpit. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Yeah, holding magnificently good. Huh? Yo. Absolutely, Scotsman. Absolutely. And we're still on that magenta line. Good evening. Nah. We can put on the engine anti-ice. Looks like a bit of build-up on the wing. Yeah, we might as well do that for a few seconds as well. Definitely. 1 degree. Zero. And be nasty. That was one hell of a cell we went through. That thing had to keep up, man. No, this appears to be a new either X-Plane or Zibo radar. I mean, this is the new R3 of X-Plane, 8R3. I have not seen this radar before, and I was flying in terrible weather in the last day or two, and I never saw this, so I don't know where that thing comes from. I don't know whether it's related to the X-Plane weather, you know, that it's more enhanced because we're using the X-Plane weather, or whether Zibo did something. I don't know. But I can tell you one thing. These displays look like they've been updated. I mean, they're shiny. Exactly, Scotsman. I'm used to the X-Plane radar literally just being green. One blob of green. Having the color here is like magic. I'm not running Active Sky at the moment. I actually closed Active Sky down, by the way. Active Sky is not running. This is X-Plane weather. It's the preset we did earlier. So Active Sky definitely didn't put that in there. Yeah, I've seen red here on the high belt here in Joburg area. Wish red is dead. That's all I know. Don't go there. Yeah, because you can set it, Scotsman. Just disconnected the autopilot. I swung the yoke left to see if I could disconnect it, and as I let go, it went right and disconnected. I'm afraid that's about the highlight of the evening then, gentlemen. We'll have to come back sometime tomorrow to do 7D. Tero, my poor wife and kids will want me back. Why is that one? Oh, I have to pull that one down. There goes the autopilot. Yeah, it won't go on because there's no trim, nothing to control with. I can't push forward. My forward is dead, my left is dead, but we can go into a inverted roll and pull up, maybe do a barrel roll if we can. I don't know. Nope. No, we're gonna crash in here now. Sorry guys, good to know you. We made it. Okay, but now I can't push forward. I can't trim because I disconnected my trim. Tero, you terrorist. Turn this wheel. Come on. The wheel. Turn the wheel. Yeah, I can't control this thing. Yeah. No, the G-force thing is not working right now. Yeah, I've got no control, guys, so we're just gonna crash. Zero control now. Anyway, before we die, let's stop it there. Nothing but entertaining. Yeah, it was a bit serious in the beginning, you know, we had to set the tone and we had to get everything in order and so on. But anyway, we through the magic of Explain, saved everybody on board, everybody can go home. We're expecting another flight to come pick you up just now, so just hang tight, we'll get you home. Gents, that's it. I'm going to be back with you probably tomorrow then. Okay, so yeah, thanks for the entertainment, thanks for the laugh, and at least we've got some value from it in more than one way. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Cheers, bye-bye. Sorry, Peter. We'll get them off now. They don't have to worry. We'll get them home. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.